is someone who soldiered on despite the odds and doubts to take her ideas, to give them shape, structure, push the limits, and carry other individuals on the journey. A trailblazer who builds a successful business model that can stand the test of time. And that is Falguni Nair, founder and CEO of Nykaa, winner in the category of Business Leader of the Year in the ET Prime Women Leadership Awards. Falguni Nair, many, many congratulations.
Thank you, Meloni. Thank you very much for this honor.
So what motivated you to take a risk and create Nykaa at the age of 49 years, a startup after being in a settled career in investment banking for nearly 20 years? And what are the risks you think entrepreneurs should take?
So I think in my career as an investment banker, I had come up and close with a lot of entrepreneurs because I specialize in doing initial public offerings of the company. So these private, young, early companies were taken to the capital markets, and I used to meet the promoters of these companies, and what impressed me was their vision and their belief in an idea that they wanted to see it to fruition. And very often, when they used to share their ideas with investors in early days, no one believed them that they could do what they were talking about, but they persevered, and then they created those businesses, whether it was building a brand, or it was like I saw that with Marico, or it was creating, like I remember Ronnie Screwrawala used to say that I want to create a company like Disney-like studio in India, and they persevered, and against popular disbelief, like they created those companies. So I wanted to experience such a journey for myself, believe in an idea which was ahead of its time, and then put my full conviction behind it, and then create, early stage value creation happens through that. And I think that is what is great about entrepreneurship, that they come up with an idea that is unique and they build value towards it.
So what are the important traits that you might have imbibed or learned over the years that helped you develop this entrepreneurial mindset?
So I think I worked for many years at Kotak, and they used to say that these are professional entrepreneurs. They used to call us professional entrepreneurs. And now I understand the meaning of it. And what entrepreneurship means is to be able to take decisions with less than perfect information. It's not when you're going into an early stage ideas, there is less than perfect information, and yet you have to take a call that, are you going to do this, or are you going to do that, which is the system you're going to select, what is the platform you're going to select. Even when you're recruiting someone, it's not like perfect experience, and you're taking your bets all the time. And it's that open-ended decision making that entrepreneurs are comfortable with, is something I had learned in a way at Kotak because of some of the experience I had had. I had set up our Kotak office in London, also in US. We were really early then as an investment bank going into these countries, and I had to figure it all out. What does it take? What kind of compliances? What kind of business opportunity? Go and recruit those customers, go and find them first in such a big country, and also convince them to work with us. So I think all that trained me for an entrepreneurial journey.
Right. And as a woman, what do women entrepreneurs and their mindset, what do they bring to the startup table?
Yeah, I personally am a believer that women hold half the sky. So they don't need to bring something special. They should just bring themselves to the table, and they will bring what is unique to them. And I don't think women is a generalization. I hate to generalize it. Women bring more EQ and others bring more IQ. I think women bring IQ, EQ, and conviction and courage and risk taking. They should bring everything to the table that is needed to succeed. And I don't think it should be about man or woman. Yes, there could be slightly different styles. I think women are more comfortable juggling. Women are more comfortable, doing more multitasking. I think there's a lot written about all that. I think women also, they have good, definitely EQ, but that doesn't mean they don't need to do the tough things, whether be it on the technology side or be it on the on maybe operation side. And they definitely should be ready to roll up their sleeves to do what it takes to succeed as an entrepreneur. Right. There are no compartmentalized entrepreneurs, men or women.
Right, you just see them as entrepreneurs, but women entrepreneurs or women do face unique challenges when it comes to leadership. So when you reflect on your own journey. What were some of the challenges that you faced, and how did you overcome these challenges? Because I'm sure that, when you had the idea of Nykaa with you, maybe, as you pointed out earlier, there was a whole cohort that was not, that did not believe in it.
No, I think, it starts with right education for women. And I think, there is a lot of research globally about should you be pushing women into creative education, or should you be pushing them into creative, or even in terms of, early age, the kind of sports they play. And I think if women feel that they're equal at every stage, then I think they will develop the right skills that are needed to succeed as an entrepreneur. And I think it doesn't matter, even if you, in fact, if my example shows that there are no compartmentalized, I mean, basically there are no stereotypes, and you could do it at, like, for me, whether the age or the gender or the education, none of that was a bar to succeeding and building a good technology intensive business. So I think anyone can do anything. They just have to remove the barrier from their mind, and they have to be ready to learn. And I would not say things like, okay, if women are very creative, they don't need to know finance. I think everybody who's an entrepreneur needs to know ins and out of their business, and financial information and financial negotiations are very critical to success of an entrepreneur. Legal is very important. So I think every person, any business person needs to develop more balanced skill set in all areas of business that will help them succeed.
You've become an icon for a lot of young men and women. And, obviously, your story will inspire them to begin something of their own. Is there any kind of advice that you have for them?
Yeah, of course. I always say that entrepreneurship is not easy. It's like a roller coaster ride. Please be ready for it. There will be ups and downs. There'll be thrilling highs, which should not, should not give you overconfidence. And then there'll be very depressing lows, and that you should be able to come out of it saying, let's move forward. It's yet another day. It'll be a better day. And I think if you have a mindset like that, with conviction that this is a journey and I will enjoy every moment of this journey, and I will move on to my, ultimate destination, I think that is the way they should be mentally positioned. And I think entrepreneurship also needs to build something from scratch and to take it to a finishing line. It needs commitment of 8 to 10 years, according to me. So I always advise young entrepreneurs that choose what you like. Don't get bored with it after 1 or 2 years. You have to be pretty much committed to it for a long time.
Okay. So on the Nykaa website, it says that it is derived from the Sanskrit word Naika, meaning actress, or one who is in the spotlight. And it's about celebrating the star in each woman, being her confidant and companion as she embarks on her own journey to discover her unique identity and personal style. Now, celebrating women is rooted in equity. So as founder and CEO of your company, what are some of the mechanisms you've put in place to ensure gender parity within your organization?
So we have almost near gender parity. We have 47% women in the organization, and I think we would like to have more. I was really thrilled to see the recent sex ratio, where we now have in India more women than men. I think for every 1,000 men, we have some 1,049 or some similar number of women, which is, I think, amazing. I think it reminds me of my school and college days, when that ratio used to be 880. So I think India's come a long way, and that reflects truly the respect for women and equal nurturing of women, and equal opportunity for women. And as you fast forward that mindset in which you grow up, I think you'll see many women, bringing their best version of themselves to the Indian economy, be it in army, or be it in business, or be it in any field. And I think if women are going to be walking shoulder to shoulder with men, I think we will be a better country. So I think it's the journey has only been improving. I think we are a country that does respect women, and I think there is going to be more positive opportunities for women. And my advice to women would be that it is worth it. Bet on yourself, allow yourself attention. I mean, you should be the primary actress in your life. So allow yourself to matter in your life, and the success will be yours. in whichever field they choose.
Yeah, that's a very good line. Be the primary actress in your life, be the diva. Through your journey, and we at ET are very happy that you've won this award, the Business Leader of the Year. Are there people whom you'd like to mention, who've been instrumental on your path here, and your thoughts as you win this award?
Yeah, I think on today I have to mention all the women leaders who have inspired me over the years. Clearly, I think I have to. Indra Nui was one such the corporate leader who I used to always listen to her story, and it really inspired me on how she the heights she achieved and how she balanced her life, and I think that was a very big inspiration for me. I think close at home, Kiran Mazumdar show also. I remember I did an IPO for her, and meeting her and her passion to build a biotech company. At a time when no one believed in India's ability to build a company like that. So I think there are few examples, and I would like to have many more examples of that. And I think I see a lot of young women entrepreneurs. I see a lot of young corporate women who are all committing to whatever they are doing, even in other fields also. I think women are committing to themselves. And I think it's a good, healthy society to have that mix.
Falguni Nair, many congratulations once again, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Maloney. Thank you very much. My pleasure to be here today. And thank you for the award and recognition. Thank you.